What is vibing? This is Vish, and today I'll be responding to Logan Paul's Impaulsive podcast featuring Sadhguru on the topic of the power of admitting I don't know. I am a meditation coach and have been guiding hundreds of people in their meditation journey. If you have any questions as to how to start or anything else, comment down below or DM me on Instagram at VishVibez. This collaboration has been unprecedented. I would have never seen the world of Logan Paul and the world of Sadhguru ever colliding. It is a true blessing to see this happen because Logan Paul has a huge following. The fact that there's going to be exposure to Sadhguru and spirituality to this large audience of Logan, including his younger audience, is going to be an awesome thing to see as people start venturing out on their own spiritual paths. Logan Paul is a YouTuber, founder of the Maverick brand, whereas Sadhguru is a yogi, mystic, and visionary who has made a profound impact on the spiritual journey of the self. Truly grateful for Sadhguru, and let's get into the video.
How many of you believe in God? Just raise one hand. Okay.
About 5 people? 6 people?
How many of you believe you have two hands? Just raise one hand.
Do you believe you have 2 hands, Milt? He's raising them both just to prove it.
So I'm asking you, do you believe you have two hands or do you know that you have two hands?
Both.
Really?
Yeah.
Both. If you know you have two hands, where is the need to believe you have two hands?
One follows the other.
No.
Why not?
If you know something, why do you have to believe it?
If I know something, why do I have to believe it?
Yeah, you
Because
know it.
I believe one follows the other.
No.
I believe the truth. I have 2 hands. That's the truth. I believe it.
See, the word believe essentially means you do not know something, but you believe it is so.
True, but you could believe and know something.
See, I believe you are a good guy. What does it mean?
See, you don't know that.
I don't know. And that's what I'm saying, I don't know. I don't know what you are, but I believe you are a good guy.
Okay.
I believed he's nice and I went to him and he was terrible.
So are you saying forget about the belief and just
No,
stick
I'm
to
not
what we
saying.
know?
But first understand the distinction between knowing something and believing something.
Got it.
So whatever we do not know, it is most wonderful of you, human of you, to see I do not know. Because I do not know is a tremendous possibility. Tremendous possibility. The moment you destroy I do not know, your entire learning and expansion process has come to a cease. And this is what you're doing with your belief. That you believe this, you believe that. All these days people were saying, I believe God. Now they're saying in California, I believe in myself. I don't know what that means.
Alright, real quickly, that was a very interesting perspective. And the self loves the way Sadhguru is able to talk about the humbleness of saying, I don't know. It's a really powerful thing to say because when you say, I don't know, you open all these possibilities as to what the truth is. And the moment you make that belief or assumption about something, it closes down what the truth might be and puts you in a smaller hole.
Ooh, I believe in God, and I do know that there's a God.
Hmm?
So you're saying to sacrifice my belief so I
I'm
can
not
know
asking
things?
you to do anything. I'm asking you to look at the distinction between knowing something
Yeah.
and not knowing something.
What is the metric for which something goes from belief to knowledge? Is the
Not knowledge.
I just want to
We're talking about knowing.
right. So
Let me
Is
make
the-
a
is-
distinction between knowledge and knowing.
okay, is the
Knowledge is an accumulated information. I know this and that. By knowledge means I have accumulated information. Today everybody is knowledgeable about everything. This doesn't mean to say they know it. They know it through the phone screen, everything in the universe, but they don't know it by experience of anything. So knowing is by experience. I have 2 hands, is my knowing. I know it is there, all right? Even if I close my eyes, it's there. If you argue with me, it's there. It's there anyway. So belief is something else. Right now I know something, I do not know something. These are 2 facts of life.
so
If you live in truth, you will know some things, you will not know some things. What you do not know, naturally your intelligence will want to know, you don't have to seek it consciously. The moment you see I do not know, your intelligence will start working. The in-between thing is, what you do not know, you want to believe and make yourself feel like you know it. And that's caused tremendous trouble to human beings, assuming things that they do not know.
I think that's one of the biggest problems we're facing right now in our country. I don't know how long you've been here, but I think it's safe to say America's probably the most divided it's ever been, especially with the pandemic going on.
Well, you had a civil war, this is better than that.
Yeah, it is better than that. But I wonder how close we are to something like that happening.
No,
Truthfully,
election
the
time,
riots and-
everybody gets hot, it's okay.
I wanted to build off of his knowing versus believing. I don't remember which school of thought, if it was Plato or Aristotle, but do you believe that all knowledge comes from what is gathered by one of the sensory parts of life, by one of the senses? Is that your belief? You see something, you believe it. You smell something, you believe it. Or is there room for faith? Is there room for metaphysical understanding of certain things? Do you leave that open, or do you have to experience it through one of the senses?
See, if you go by your sensory perception, right now I touch this and I say it's cool. No, I don't know what this is. Only because it's cooler than my body, I'm saying it's cool. If somebody else who is much cooler than me touches this, they'll say this is warm. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So I'm saying your experience of senses is a very relative experience. It's good enough for survival, not good enough for knowing the nature of what it is. For survival process, you're seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, which is what you're saying. To go to the grocery store, all this is good enough. But if you want to know what it is, you cannot know through your senses.
Wow, that video was truly enlightening. First off, I have to do a huge shout out to Logan and his friends Mike and Andre for keeping that mature tone in the conversation with Sadhguru. It's really cool to see how they talk about all sorts of topics ranging from whatever you could think about to even the spiritual talks. It's really nice to see them have this mature tone in the conversation. So huge shout out to them. Now with regards to Sadhguru and his response to these questions, the Self has seen many other videos where he does talk about and answer similar questions, and it really spoke to the Self in a different way this time because of the constant questioning that Logan and his friends were doing to Sadhguru, which was nice to see. Because in the past, in a lot of the videos, it's usually a single question and then him talking about it, again, not really answering directly, but giving pointers so the Self and others can have their realization on their own. Now with regards to the actual topic of the power of I don't know, it is such a true thing to understand. Saying I don't know opens up a tremendous amount of possibilities as to what the truth is. But making an assumption, a belief, or a conclusion based off of no evidence or proof or experience, whether that's inner or outer, we're just clouding and blinding ourselves into what the reality is. And by saying that I don't know, not only are you able to be more humble, but you're able to be actually open to the answer and the truth. Now, belief itself, the Self isn't going to say is a bad thing, or you shouldn't believe in this, or you shouldn't believe in that, or you should believe in this, because at the end of the day, it's your choice to feel and think how you want, so that's all up to you. However, it is important to look at things the way they are, as Sadhguru points out. That includes knowing the difference between believing and knowing. Knowing the difference between knowledge and knowing. Knowledge, as he describes, is really just an accumulation of things that were either told to us or read upon on the internet. It's the experiments that produce the experience, and that is what truly helps us understand and realize what is happening, mainly because of that inner experience. Now, with the difference between knowing and believing, believing at its core is really just an assumption that's being made about something that you think is right, but again, you don't have proof or evidence behind it, or even an experience. And so that is why it's important to understand that when you know something, it's something that you can see. And that's it. It's as simple as that. There is no need to have a belief. Whether you believe in something or you don't believe in something, both paths are still assumptions because you don't know. Now, not to discredit any of the positive things that belief has brought on the planet, whether it be the love, compassion, hope, these are all beautiful things that belief has helped give humanity. But just by saying that you don't know, it really helps destroy that ego that a lot of us have, and again, open that door to the possibilities of the truth. Thank you so much for watching this video on the response to the power of admitting that I don't know. Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast featuring Sadhguru. Take it joyfully, stay conscious, and make it a great day.